Ruben Amorim touched grass at Carrington on Monday as head coach for the first time. We saw his 3-4-3 formation take shape. Drills out of possession, new elements, and it marks the beginning of the Amorim system being implemented at Manchester United. What did we learn? Let's take a look inside Amorim's first training session together. Last week was all about Ruben Amorim settling in Manchester. Now it's all about him on the training ground. The first training session has happened, and we've seen the foundations of the 3-4-3 shape. Will he use it at United? Yes, he was always going to, and we can see the beginnings of it. I'm going to run through the training video and pick out two main points I want to focus on the shape and the formation, and also the workout of possession, and things that we can hopefully start to learn and see in this United team when it starts against Ipswich. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and please do drop a like on these videos. They make a massive difference. I say it every day, but it's true. And Ruben Amorim, he's there at Carrington. And look, the excitement is growing. Of course it is. There will always be excitement around a new manager, and Ruben Amorim is absolutely no different. He was very much involved. That's what I would say. Some coaches, head coaches, some managers, some manage from the sidelines. They let their coaches take, but he was very much in the middle, whistling mouth, getting involved and leading by example. And the first part I want to focus on in this video here is the 3-4-3 shape, because we saw the beginnings of it. All right. So here's a little clip. That's Johnny Evans in the central centre-back position. Lenny Yoro was the right-sided centre-back. And Luke Shaw was the left-sided centre-back. That's Luke Shaw on the ball there. That's down to Kobbie Mainoo, who is playing in the left central midfield position. And we can just sort of scroll through it. That's Casemiro as the right central midfielder. You can't see him at the moment because he's off screen. But Anthony was playing right wing-back. You got Luke Shaw there on the ball again. And that's a nice little part here. Little ball from Johnny Evans. Maybe this is a pattern we're going to see a lot. Little ball over the top to the wing-back, who is in space. And a little ball forward to Mason Mount, who played in one of the attacking midfield positions. This is how that lined up. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to be the starting 11 against Ipswich, because there was only 10 senior players who were actually training yesterday. So it won't be this starting 11. But that was the shape. Lenny Yoro as the right-sided centre-back, Johnny Evans through the middle, Luke Shaw as the left-sided centre-back. That was an interesting one, actually. Manasseh was playing as the wing-back with Luke Shaw, where he played kind of when Martinez was injured. Casemiro and Mainoo as the two central midfielders, Anthony as the right wing-back, Manasseh as the left wing-back, Mount and Ahmad behind Rashford, who played through the middle. Now, let's talk about some of these players. Marcus Rashford playing through the middle, I think, is an interesting one to start with. I asked in the live show this morning, and it was kind of 50-50 as to whether people think he's going to play as a centre-forward more or as one of these attacking midfielders behind the striker. I suppose we'll find out. But it may well be, certainly for the Ipswich game, Rashford's going to get a couple more sessions in because Hoyland's away on international duty, so it may well be Rashford who lines up through the middle in that game. Kobbie Mainoo played where he should be played and where he will be played. One of the two central midfielders. Although Kobbie Mainoo could conceivably play in this role as well, actually, if he wanted him to. But there are a couple of clips from the training session yesterday of Amorim just sort of, I think he was helping to teach Mainoo some body language or some positions when to receive the ball and when to use a feint. That was pretty cool. Now, Yoro played full training yesterday, got involved in and out of possession, sprints, ball at his feet. I don't know how close he is to fitness, but that is going to be Lenny Yoro's position, right? He will be that right-sided centre-back, and I've been saying this for a lot. Lenny Yoro, look, when you get Manchester United's, say, for example, let's run through this. Say United are attacking up here. You've got Mount. You've got your two attacking midfielders who go forward, and then you've got your wing-backs who really aggressively push up. Yoro, or whoever plays right-sided centre-back, with the wing-back push forward, is going to have to cover all that space on his own. And that is something that Lenny Yoro can do much more than any other right-sided centre-back that we have. It's part of the reason why he was signed, I think. So I'm looking forward to seeing him. Luke Shaw was playing left centre-back, which, when you think about it, may well be his position, depending on fitness of Manasseh and the availability of an actual left-sided left-back. Watch that one and see what happens. Mason Mount playing in one of the number 10 roles. Will he maintain his fitness? We'll find out. But the system suits him. Manasseh, will he maintain his fistum? His fistum? Will he maintain his fitness for the system? We don't know, but he would suit it. Ahmad playing in one of those two number 10 roles. I think that is a position a lot of people have wanted to see Ahmad playing kind of a lot, really. Because if you're looking at where he played at Sunderland, he played as a right winger but ended up drifting inside a lot. He's very good in central spaces, more so than a lot of players. And we saw that towards the end of Erik ten Hag as well. And actually, no, who am I kidding? It was under Ruben Amorim. And Anthony played as a right wing back. Some people have been saying and suggesting it. I still don't really see it. But in this game yesterday, with only 10 first-team players available, it was Anthony who played in that right wing-back position. So let's see. Maybe we'll see him there against Ipswich. Maybe, maybe not. It depends on what Amorim wants to see. But that was the beginnings. The first example we've seen of the 3-4-3 shape. It was in straight away. It was always going to be in straight away. And that's what Amorim worked on. And also something that I think a lot of United fans would like is this clip here. And this is about work ethic and recovering team shape when possession is lost. That's what this drill was showing. Ball over there. Everybody sprinting back. And you can see that the mannequins are all set up there. Right? Everybody sprints back. Everybody gets back into position as quickly as they can from the moment that the ball is lost. And that was something that was repeated more than once. So that is the first element there of the work ethic, the teamwork. Now, United, under Erik ten Hag, a lot of the times where we kind of ended up seeing us, sorry, I'll speak about that next, seeing us sprinting back, covering so much space far too often, simply because we were poor in the transitions and the rest defence wasn't in a good shape. This is a little bit different. This is about recovering positions rather than trying to cover massive spaces that were left by the poor rest defence shape. And this is something that so many United fans have wanted to see for a long time. I just pulled up the photo there. There were lots of youngsters included in training as well. Jim Thwaites there and Godwill Kokonki, both of who are 16. It's exciting for them. And there are so many prospects inside this academy system right now that Amorim's just, he must be excited about it. But they're the main two takeaways I think you should have from this first training session. The 3-4-3 shape, it's being worked on immediately. There's no, will he use a back four system? You're not. No, sod that. Everyone's getting used to the system straight away. It's not going to be perfect, but the overall shape is going to be there. Probably a high defensive line. Central centre-back, two wide centre-backs. So two wing-backs, one going forward and maybe one holding back. Balls over the top maybe from the centre-backs to those wing-backs who will find space. The width coming from the wing-backs. The two central attacking midfielders staying more narrow and the one centre-forward. That's the basics. And also the basics of the team work, the identity, the ethics, the work ethics, working together. They're all the things that we need and want to see under Amorim, and that was worked on straight away. So I think it was a pretty cool first training video. I'm looking forward to seeing how it develops and what happens against Ipswich. But it's going to be three at the back. And let's see how intense the system can be. I think the intensity is going to come over time. I wouldn't expect it to be full tilt straight away. But it's exciting. Let me know what you think in the comments below, as you always do. Make sure you drop a like on the video. And subscribe if you're new and you're still here.